and welcome to another edition of Old Max Nuggets, a Bryan's heating and air conditioning podcast where we get on here and we talk about common questions that the homeowner might have about their heating and air conditioning. My name is Brooklyn and I'm here with Bryan Nacarado, the owner and president of Bryan's Heating and Air Conditioning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, Brooklyn. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I don't have any kids or anything, but I have been sick the last couple of weeks, and, my house is a little old. It's maybe a little drafty at times, whatnot. So it had me thinking, do I need a humidifier in my home? Would that have helped me at all?
Well, in some cases it may very well have. And one of the things that we do know is that the more humid the air is, number one, it feels more comfortable to us on our skin. And the other thing is that humid air is something that helps a lot of times when it comes to dry noses and that type of thing. And then we also get into the issues of static electricity. If we can maintain a certain level of humidity in the house, a lot of times we can eliminate that problem as well.
Okay, so if I felt like I needed to get one, what would be the next step?
Okay, great. So first thing you need to do is call our office, and we'll have somebody come out and take a look. Now, one of the things that I want to make clear is that in not every application can we actually install a humidifier on somebody's heating and cooling system. And it depends on location, ductwork, water availability, drain availability, those types of things. So we always like to come out and take a look at it and see what would it take to install a humidifier and make sure that everything will fit and be functional the way that we need it to be. So when we have a technician go out and take a look at it, at that time we can tell the homeowner, yes, we're good to go, or we got a problem here, and it's really, there's no way to put a humidifier on this system.
So what would somebody do if they weren't able to have a humidifier?
Well, and I hate to say this, but you get into having to have a freestanding humidifier where you've got to put water into it all the time, and they're very labor intensive and cumbersome to deal with. When that humidifier is mounted on your heating air conditioning system, it's pretty much hands-free. A little bit of maintenance that needs to be done before you turn that on in the fall. A little bit of maintenance might need to be done at the end of the heating season to shut it off for the summer. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot that the homeowner really needs to worry about doing with it.
And that's something that could be done when we have a technician come out?
That is correct. So we have a lot of customers that are on our maintenance plan where we're out to see them every 6 months, and we're doing that maintenance on the humidifier while we're there taking care of their system.
Okay.
So Brooklyn, here's what I'd like to do. If one of your podcast listeners would like to have a humidifier installed, we'd be glad to have a technician come out, make sure that it will fit, and if they decide to have us install that humidifier, if they mention this podcast, we'll give them 10% off the cost of that humidifier installation.
Wow, you don't see that very often. Well, great. Thank you very much.
Glad to do it. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Just remember, I'll be back.